Hi everyone, good day. So I'm Ben Otto. So we are the group number 15. So in this video, I'm going to report about marginal cost pricing. So when we say marginal cost pricing is a selling on a product for the cost of making one more of it. It's good for cheap prices but not great for making money. So ang marginal cost pricing is hindi ganun kataas ang prices. So the main target here is makabenta and also meron tayong kahit konting profit. So next is markdown strategy. So from the word itself, markdown, ginagamit natin ito sa mga matagal nang na-stock na product natin in our business. So for example is sa pen shop, 'di ba nagsisell sila? It because para mabilis maubos yung na-stock na product nila, they decided to use markdown strategy para mabilis maubos yung na-stock na product nila. Binababa nila yung presyo para more customer ang bibili. So yun ang markdown strategy. So next is market demand-based pricing. Ang market demand means how many people want to buy something. Price changes how many people buy. If the price is low, more people buy. If the price is high, is maliit lang yung bibili also. So the demand-based pricing means the store thinks about how many people want to buy. So ang demand-based pricing is nakadepende sa demand ng customers. So kapag mataas yung demand, so expected na pwede tayong magtaas ng price. So and kapag mababa naman yung demand, and kailangan natin babaan yung presyo natin. Ganun ang markdown strat, ang demand-based pricing rather. So nagbabago yung presyo depende sa taas ng demand. Next is price elasticity of demand. So price elasticity means what happens when the price changes. Do people still buy or do they buy more or less? So we have two types of price elasticity. So first is inelastic. So when we say inelastic is people still buy even if the price changes. So ang inelastic is kahit magbago man yung prices, so the customer still buy our product. So para siyang loyalty. Kahit anong mangyari is bibili pa rin sila sa ating product. While the elastic, people buy more or less when the price changes. So ang elastic is nagbabago yung customers. It depends on the prices. Kung tumaas tayo or tataas yung prices ng product natin, so there's a possibility na yung customers natin is kung marami silang binibili dati, so maaaring mababawasan yun kasi mataas yung price. And also kapag kung nagbaba tayo is maaaring mas madagdagan yung binibili nila compare sa dati. Yun ang pagkaibahan ng inelastic and elastic. So next is market scheming and financial objectives. So ang market scheming means a company sells a new product at a high price when it first comes out. So since bagong palabas yung product or business is they started on a high price. So ang kagandahan ng scheming pricing is mabilis lang tayong nakaka-earn ng money, and also later on pwede tayong magbaba ng presyo. And ang disadvantage lang ng price scheming is ang pwede lang bumili dito is yung mga customers na mga expensive ang mga gamit. And also madali lang siyang gayahin ng competitors in the market. So next is maximum market share. So ang maximum market share means how big company is in selling something compared to others. So ibig sabihin, tinutukoy nito is laki ng benta ng isang product compare sa ibang product. For example is, if more people buy from Chanel than from Fendi in Mall of Asia, then Chanel has bigger market share in that mall. Kasi nga, ang Chanel is, mas maraming bumibili ng Chanel compared to Fendi. Ganun ang maximum market share. Tumutukoy sa laki ng benta. So next is, other pricing strategy is we have market penetration. So, ang market penetration is kabaliktaran ng market skimming or opposite of skimming. So, ang kagandahan ng market penetration is madali lang tayong nakakahatak ng more customers kasi nga mababa lang yung presyo natin. And also, mabilis lang lumago yung ating business. So next is multiple unit pricing. So when we say multiple unit pricing means selling more than one item together for one total price. So instead of saying 1.25, so why not hindi na lang 5% para more customer ang mahatak natin. So, ang multiple unit pricing is para siyang wholesale. Hindi lang isa ang binibenta, kundi maramihan. So, ang kagandahan ng multiple unit pricing is maraming customers ang bibili. Kasi nga, yung words doon na kapag marami ang bibilhin, so, ang discount is mataas din ang discount ang matatanggap nila. So, yun ang kagandahan ng multiple unit pricing. So, next is non-price response competitions. So, ang non-response competition means companies try to win customers by offering better products or services and designs, not by lowering prices. So, ang non-price response competitions is hindi sila nagbe-base sa or hindi nila ginagamit yung lowering the prices. So, ang ginagamit nilang basis para mahatak yung customers is kung ano yung kagandahan ng products and kung ano yung magiging services ng kanilang products sa customers. So, maaaring in that way is maaaring mahatak ang customers kasi nga yung product nila is maaaring makakatulong sa kanila or yun nga, makakatulong sa customers and yung product nila is maganda and patok sa mga customers. Ganun ang response, non-price response competitions. Hindi sila nagbe-base sa lowering prices. So, they say, our product looks better, our quality is higher, and our services is faster, and also our brand is more trusted. So, yun ang basis nila para makahatak ng more customers. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Emran Ika Ismail and I'm the last reporter of the group 15. So let's start. So first is odd pricing. Setting a price just below a round number. So ang ibig sabihin po ng odd pricing ay ang strategy kung saan ang presyo ay medyo baba sa round number. So halimbawa sa isang product, so imbis na 100 yung price, so ginagawa nilang 99. So kahit maliit po yung different nung presyo ng product is parang sa tingin ng tao is mura itong product na ito. So yun po ang odd pricing. So next is optimizing markdown decision. Strategy to determine best timing and depth of price reduction. Consider shelf life, stock level, current pricing, life cycle, seasonality, and trend. So, ang markdown optimization ay paraan para malaman kung kailan at gaano kalaki ang discount sa mga product. So, halimbawa sa winter jacket, so nagbibigay sila ng discount para ma-clear ang season stock. Markdown para sa promotion at ma-attract ang mga customer. Sa t-shirt naman is maliit na discount para mapabilis ang sale. So sa ganitong paraan, makikita natin ang markdown optimization ay makakatulong sa sale at inventory management. So next is optional product pricing. Basic core product, low price, minimal feature, optional adds-on, sold at premium to enhance product. So, ang optional product pricing ay paraan ng negosyo para magkaroon ng extra kita. So, halimbawa sa hotel, so usually ang binabayaran lang is yung room. Pero, pwede silang mag-offer ng extra tulad ng breakfast or drink or spa access. So, yun po ang optional product pricing. So sa madaling salita, ang optional product pricing is optional lang ito. So next is penetration based pricing. Slow initial price to attract customer, short-term strategy, price increase later, help gain market share and compete. So ang penetration pricing ay kapag ang kumpanya ay nag-set ng low price sa simula para makakuha ng atensyon ng customer. So tapos pag loyal na yung mga customer, so dahan-dahan nilang tinataas yung price. So halimbawa sa supermarket, kapag may bagong product, na mura, mas maraming buyer ang susubok kumpara sa ibang product. So yun po ang penetration-based pricing. So the last is penetration pricing with non-financial objective. Price is still set low initial, but the focus is also on building brand recognition, customer awareness, and word-of-mouth promotion. So, ang penetration price with non-financial objective is magka-same lang ng penetration-based pricing. So, ang pagkakapareho nila is mura pa rin ang presyo sa simula. Pero ang pagkakaiba naman nila is ang penetration-based pricing is nagpo-focus lang siya sa financial goal tulad ng sell at profit. Ang penetration pricing with non-financial objective is nagpo-focus siya sa brand awareness, customer recognition, at loyalty. Dito hindi lang kita ang goal kundi ang pagpapakilala ng brand at pagtulong sa long-term growth. So that's all po. Thank you.